Hello, everyone. My name is Madeline Hogan, and today we will be discussing mental and physical preparedness for a survival situation. I don't really have a lot of experience with survival situations other than the hurricane season that we go through as residents of Southwest Florida. I have lived here most of my life, so I've been through a lot of the hurricane seasons. One that stands out to me was Hurricane Ian. I would say I don't really remember how many days we had, but it was one of those homegrown storms. So we had less warning time. And typically for me, I'm the one in my family that is aware. I'm not overly watching, but I'm doing what I need to be responsible to make sure that I know what's coming and I can help my family prepare for that as well. So I just do remember being caught off guard and not having any time to prepare, and it just coming down to the fact that me and my fiance and my daughter were going to be staying in our house. So as the hurricane's approaching, I just do remember being really nervous and my heart racing. But having my daughter home at that time, she was in high school, so I knew that I had to stay calm. I knew my role that day for my family was to be the calm, level-headed one because I could already see my fiance pacing, and he was nervous about what plan B would be if he had to get me and the dogs and our daughter out of the house. And it just really yeah, he had a hard time with it. So I knew I had to stay calm, and I took her in the hallway and we got some snacks and drinks, and I think we brought in cards and books and just things to do while we were waiting for the storm to pass by. And I do remember at one point her asking me if I wanted to play cards. And although outside, I think she saw me very calm and relaxed. Inside, I was so nervous and I couldn't really focus enough to play cards. So I just remember casually just being like, well, just, yeah, maybe in a little bit, but, and just kind of trying to avoid that scenario because I really felt like if I tried to play cards, she was going to notice my nerves more than if I hadn't. So the storm was really, really bad where we were. There was a point where I thought one of our windows was going to blow out, but I did manage to somehow maintain a very calm demeanor for my family, which actually surprises me when I think back on it because I would have never guessed that that's the way that I would have reacted. Typically, for us, we are ready for hurricanes when they're coming. We have a game plan, and I think that preparation makes me feel prepared and was always the reason why I was calm when we dealt with the storms. But in this scenario, I was able to see that even when I wasn't ready for it, I was able to keep a really calm mental state of mind. So that was definitely very interesting. So, where I am now and where I want to be with my preparation is, I would say, and how, so I would say for where I want to be, I think I'm where I want to be. I think over the years of, as if you're talking about like a hurricane preparation status, I think I'm ready for that. As far as that goes, I've over the years, learned how to get my house ready in a timely manner and be able to prepare for evacuations. The only snag that I have every year is that I don't ever want to leave without my mom or my family unit. And so I'm always trying to convince my brothers and, everybody that like, let's go over to Miami or let's go here where we can all be together. And often they make that difficult. So I decided the last hurricane that we had that I can't sit around and wait for them anymore. So I just think where I am now is understanding that I have to make those decisions for my husband and my children rather than my entire family. So my daily schedule looks like I wake up at 6 o'clock with my husband. We get our dogs out and have coffee and spend some time together before he goes off to work. And then when he is off to work, I start my routine with school, and that goes on until I have to get ready for work, which is around 3 or 4 o'clock. And then I work until about 10 or 11 and come home and go straight to bed and do it all again the next day. Thanks for listening. Bye.